We set off into town, and as we walked through the streets of the city, we were approached by 2 orcs and a human. "Hey, you dumb Mori bums, are you planning to cause any trouble today?" Mori is a slang insult to Fomorians. Fomorians are a race of 3 races or more mixed humanoids. They look like they were born old, with pale gray skin and dark hollow eyes. Some even develop powers and learn to use their soul. Dykesmos, being in no mood, and a Fomorian, draws Kaj, and in a flash is holding all 3 of them against an alley wall. "You boys ever feed on another man to survive?" The human pees himself, and the orcs try to beg for mercy. "Tell your commander, Blackhook, I'm coming for him! I am Dykesmos of the legendary Panmate people, and I'm coming for him personally!" And then he lets them all go. Pogi leans to me and says in a low tone, "I don't think they are enlisted." I nod my head to Pogi, and we continue on our way. 2 Leostrusses approach us. Leostruss is a feline-looking race, strong-willed and fierce when crossed. Pogi needs supplies, and Dykesmos needs medical attention. With Pogi's charm and knowledge of other cultures, we get a really good deal. I handed the vendors 4 gold coins each. We continued northeast through the Iron Forest. Along the way, we came across a large orc encampment. Empty, but clearly preparing for a march. "Shit, what should we do, Pogi? Fight or sneak past?" Pogi looks at the land and sky, smells the air, and says, "Perfect. We should wait for the snow." Dykesmos looks at the clear sunny sky, then looks at him dumbfounded. "Snow? What?" A few moments pass, and a storm rolls overhead, laying a blanket of snow 6 inches deep in 20 minutes. We sneak past the orc encampment unseen. We spend the whole night moving carefully through the snow, skillfully avoiding large holes and boulders. We find a cave mouth that Pogi believes leads towards the East Mountains, but the orcs have their use for it. Campfires dotting the hillside, orc guards in black armor. Dykesmos was getting frustrated. "This is pointless. Let us just slaughter these Korios." Korios is a slang insult to the orcish kind. "Hey, Dykesmos, let's camp out nearby and watch." Dykesmos, trusting my instinct, calms himself, silently thrusting Kaj into the ground and hopping on the handle, closing his eyes. Several hours later, small groups of orcs in black armor come out of the caves with pack mules. "Pogi, have you ever seen that mineral they are mining?" Pogi, thoughtful. "No, I never paid much attention to it. Yet they are very small pieces, and they seem to be struggling with the ore anyway." They were small, smooth, round, grayish-purple stones, but seemed to weigh a lot. Cherry pit size, but the orcs were struggling. They were mining all along the base of the mountain. It would be difficult to sneak past. "What about their camp? Are the tents green?" Pogi, confirming. "Yes, they are the only ones." Well, we might try that way. We slowly and quietly began sneaking past the orc camp. Pogi grabs one of the mysterious stones. We look and see several orcs carrying crates. We all hold the position. We are pinned. We will surprise attack them from behind. Stay hidden, and when I give the signal, rush them. Dykesmos is well equipped. We plan a distance attack to get onto the final path towards the Black Army HQ camp just outside Jirhia. A small cattle town, usually overlooked. Guarded by men in black armor. We set up camp 3 miles off trail.
Taking the first watch, night begins to fall, and I saw several large shadows moving in the distance. Soon as the sun was gone, Dykesmos popped up from his tent with pearlescent eyes again. He leaped in the air towards the hills. Pogi, sad. Pogi raises his head and simply says, "Kaj must be too weak to hold Shadow." "What are you doing, Dykesmos?" "I have to go see. I know it," Shadow says. "He doesn't even hear you." Shadow throws the cloak over him and ascends the hills, leaping hundreds of feet at a time. There is no chasing him. A few hours later, Dykesmos emerges with a huge hog. Whew, I am getting to like these. If Kaj can't hold Shadow, then we must see a Pam shaman seal him back in the sword before it's too late. I'll never be trapped in Kaj again. Without me, Dykesmos would die. A sudden shift. Dykesmos' eyes go pearl white and Shadow releases him. Dykesmos devours a half-cooked hog leg and passes out. The meat was delicious, but the mood was ruined.
Shouldn't we head south to the Palm Nomads? Asks Pody. All in due time. First, we need to find out what this device is. And finally, confront the Black King. I woke Dykesmos and informed him that I wanted to move towards East Mountains. What is it? You think this machine may do something? Dykesmos starts messing with it. Okay, he held this, pulled this, twisted here, and he pushed the lever. We all winced. Metallic thud. Nothing happened. No gas, no sound. It was a fake. Poggy picks up the device. Aha, I think. Poggy grabs the heavy stone and places it in the center. The device lights up. Just then, a huge thundering explosion knocks us all to the floor. The enemy used some type of explosive that took out a large portion of the hillside. I feared the whole thing might come crashing down.
We see the orcs running towards the Black Army HQ camp, aggressive and crazed. Their bodies seemed deformed. They didn't sound like orcs anymore. Chaos. The towers unleash a hellstorm of 50 caliber rounds. Dykesmos, urgent. Orcs approaching. Do we go after them? Thinking quickly, I grabbed 2 sticks of dynamite I swiped, tied them around an arrow. Focused, I aimed at the weak section of the hill face. I light the dynamite and shoot the arrow. Proudly, my aim is true. The explosion collapses the hillside. Shouting, "Cover!" Narrating the disaster. Boulders and snow roar towards us. The orcs are killed instantly, but the rocks are so heavy they collapse straight through to the underground river and takes us with it. The river carries all 3 of us into an underground cave, lit dimly by bioluminescent creatures. Poggy explaining, we are deep underground.
Taking a look around, Poggy dives underwater and is gone for 3 minutes. Well, is it far? It's just a little cave diving, and we will have to hold our breath for approximately a minute or 2. Poggy grabs some bioluminescent algae and places it on his kimono. Dykesmos follows. I took a second to work up the nerve. Let's do it. I dive in and follow the passageway. I see the light and break the surface of the water. To see Poggy and Dykesmos with spears in their face and their hands up, and several red capes.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe and like for Chapter 3.